Thanks, Kaarle, for joining us this morning.
No worries.
Let's start right back at the beginning with your first recollection of riding a bike.
Well, it's funny you say that because my first recollection is actually quite vivid for me. I deem it as a life-changing moment. My stepdad pretty much forced me to go and try the track bike out, and I was thinking to myself in the car on the way over, this is going to be stupid. Who wants to ride on a bike with no brakes in Lycra? You know, I thought, this is just silly. And quite literally within 2 laps, I just knew that this was it. And it seriously is the most life-changing moment of my life.
Is there any female cyclists that inspired you to get into cycling or that have motivated you throughout your cycling so far?
Definitely Anna and Kerry Mears. You know, seeing them at the Sydney World Cup when I was 15 and you know, realising that, you know, these girls are pretty cool, you know, they're not afraid to put on a bit of muscle and get out there and, you know, sort of be a bit more aggressive, which, you know, for me, I think a lot of girls, you know, might not want to get into sprinting because they don't like that side of sprinting, but for me, that's what I love about it. I love being different, you know, I think we need more girls out there who want to go out there and be a bit different and, you know, not be afraid to, you know, give an elbow on the track. And when I first came down into the program, you know, they were really encouraging me. You know, if I got into the gym and I was only squatting 80 kilos back then, they would be like, just put on 85, you know, bump it up a little bit. So they have been fantastic for my career. I have really enjoyed having them around. The 2 minutes before a sprint race is really intense. It's one of the most confronting situations. Going through my head is, you know, what I'm going to go out and what I want to do, and basically that I just want to rip this track up. It's you have to be pumping yourself up, getting yourself into the moment, and getting ready to go out there and just tear it up. All the things I've just learned off a lot of people. I think I'm very astute. I definitely watch a lot of people and I try and pick what I would like to be from them and use it to my advantage. You know, I think me as an athlete, Kaarle McCulloch as an athlete is a little bit of David Short, there's a little bit of Martin Barras, there's a little bit of Ryan Bailey, there's a little bit of Shane Kelly. I've learned a lot of so many fantastic athletes and I really feel quite blessed.
Do you already have a favourite memory or a result over the career that you've had so far?
Probably my first world title with Anna.
But the Australians have too much in hand. Kaarle McCulloch.
It was just so unexpected. I just, you know, that was 3 years into my career and I was a world champion. I just remember crossing the line and thinking, you know, it still gives me, you know, I still get a bit emotional about it because it was just amazing. It really was. I think for me, the biggest thing that I was always told from the get-go is that patience is a virtue. And I know it may seem that I've been very successful very quickly, but not for 1 second has my success not come from a lot of hard work. I've had to learn how to be patient over the last few years, especially, you know, coming second a lot to someone like Anna is a little bit hard sometimes, but I know now that these are all stepping stones for me. And for women, I think our development is a little bit, especially in sprinting, it takes a little bit longer, so you've got to be a lot more patient and you've got to be willing to do the hard work in order to get to where you want to go. Do
you find it tough with the sport, life, social, work, uni balance?
You know, you don't know what's going to happen in your career. You know, I didn't know if I was going to make it, so I knew I had to have something to fall back on. And even now, as an elite athlete who is in the program, the Australian Institute of Sport program, I'm still doing my uni because it's a healthy distraction for me. So I'm a big advocate of women and young men getting into something other than, you know, just cycling. You have to have something else to balance your life.
Come on, Jack! Keep it up!
Jack, my brother, he's only 17. He's been riding for about 2 years now. He came to the 2009 World Championships and watched me win my first world title, and he was a little bit inspired, I think, and he's done really well so far. He's very similar to me. He's extremely hardworking. He trains very hard. He has a little bit of belief issues, I think, which earlier in my career I definitely had some belief issues, and he's teaming up tonight with Tyrion McManus in the Madison. I think that'll be a good shot to win the Australian Championships, which, you know, fingers crossed, I really want him to do well.
Jack McCulloch and Tyrion McManus will be crowned champions in the under-19 30-kilometre Madison final.
For 2012, can you tell us what your goals are and in that respect?
For a lot of people who know track cycling probably know that, you know, gold is on my list of things to achieve in the team sprint with Anna. When it comes to London, I know I'm going to be in the best form of my life. Whether that's going to result in a gold medal, I don't know, but I do know I will walk off that track and I'll have given it the best that I can.